Guys, making a video here. Well, before I do, this is a disclaimer. I'm not framing any dental facilities here. I'm just speaking generally here because it's concerns about like how dentists should undergo dentist assistants and hygienists should go classes in dealing with people with disabilities. I'm going to just jump right into my title. So why should dentists slash dental facilities should undergo classes dealing with people with disabilities? I think this should be mandated. I hate to say this, but they need to, each state should mandate that kind of stuff. Because you have a facility that takes Medicaid and the person is like me, disabled, then you know what? I think this needs to be put out there so none of y'all have to experience what I did. We'll share a little backstory about myself first before I kind of jump in. Like, I was going to a dental, like, 2 years ago, and, well, I'm not going to say his name or anything, but I was going to one, and, well, this past February, I found out he is no longer in practice. So then I kind of was in a situation to where, who am I going to call? What I'm going to do? It's like also those things that came up. Once I got off the phone with that said facility, I told my mom everything. I said, Mom, hey, we having problems. My facility's, my doctor's not there anymore. What we're gonna do? And by that time, I was in the middle. I was switching from United Healthcare to Aetna, being the Medicaid company, because the April 1st cut off for United patients. So in the middle of this, I tried to call Start. Start was overbooked. Didn't, I might just mention the name of the clinic, but I'm not gonna mention the name of the dentist. Sorry. And then try to call, attempt, LA Dental. Didn't go successful. Just lots of things that I don't want to get too graphic over. But if I kind of go into this video, they'll understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. But I also tried Affordable, which is my current one right now. And they were nicer. They were like way nicer. They understand my concerns and everything. Well, fast forward to yesterday, my parents got a bill from LA Dental for incomplete work. So my mom went on to file the grievance with my insurance for fraud, which I'm not going to get too in specific of the cases. I'm just saying it just generally. So we're now going to jump into my video today about why dentists should undergo classes in dealing with people with disabilities. And this will be a very good one that I'll kind of fit into my today's video for going on my personal page, not on my lesson page. I'll make one for the lesson one probably later this afternoon. So my number one concern is, and I'm going to say this generally, Facilities need to learn how to accommodate people like us. Yes, that is a huge one, because let me tell you, they need to try to treat us as normal as possible. Like, yeah, we have our differences, but don't try to turn us away just because we have a difference. Just because we go through a freak out. Just because maybe the fact that most of these facilities need to learn how to deal with a patient like this. We're not difficult to handle. We need specific accommodations to make our care accessible. And yes, this is going to be a petition on this in my comments later today. I'll make a petition to make it go nationwide. And y'all can kind of write that to y'all senators of why dentists nationwide should go through classes in their training to deal with people with disabilities. And you can show them this video too. I give y'all all permission. So dentists, dental assistants, hygienists can all benefit from classes relating to disabled people, because all sorts of people go into their offices every day. You may have someone that may be normal. You may have someone that has a disability. You may have somebody who's an elderly. You know what? They can all benefit from this. Our accommodations aren't always the same. And there's some people that may have different needs. Like, for instance, autistic people, they may not like the lights. They may not like the sounds. They like their own rooms. Basic things, not the overhead lights, etc. But for those who have a wheelchair problem and they can't get on the dental chair, and sometimes people in walkers need assistance, don't you think you should provide assistance to these people? I'm saying it just honestly. Our dentists could figure out ways to care for a person's teeth, even if they're wheelchair bound. I'm pretty sure you can adjust a way to do that. Be creative, dentists and hygienists and assistants. Be very creative to how you're going to approach the person with it. How you're going to get their x-rays if they can't stand. Stuff like that is going to make a huge difference in their life. Accommodations for facilities who do take people with disabilities and on Medicaid can look like this. Facilities. This is for the actual facility itself. Facilities can learn to give people a tour for others who are disabled before taking them on as patients. Like, give them a tour of, like, from the waiting room all the way to the back where they have all the equipment, and show them in a realistic way that maybe not all equipment is going to be used for them. That's a way you can assure them that maybe the fact will take care of you, and it gives us a sense of trust right there. Number 2, this is for the waiting room. Dental practices who get overcrowded. Yes, I am framing LA Dental for this one, because I was so anxious in that office that day because that room got overcrowded. And this could go for any dental practices that should know better. When you schedule a person with their earliest appointment time, make sure they're not overcrowded, overbooked, overstretched with a lot of patients. Because for people like us, we kind of have a tendency of getting to where we get into panic modes, panic attack. And People like us deserve a waiting area that is less patient. Because then again, our anxiety will go from right here to it'll decrease a little bit because of what you do in the waiting room. Third, facilities need to develop patience when it comes to neurotypicals and any other disabled people. This is going to be a huge one, and it's right at your face. And I applaud the people for attached and affordable for having that third quality right there. Patience. Because we want you to take your time to introduce us to what you're doing, what is this equipment, and why you're doing it. Like, don't just try to jam stuff in our mouths all the time. We're not going to understand what you're doing. So be patient, explain it, demonstrate, all those things. It'll make our care much more accessible. Number 4. And I appreciate most of those facilities who do this for a disabled patient. If we gag during our x-rays, take time to pause on why we're gagging. Give us some table salt or that numbing spray so we can get through it. Affordable? You were a pro at this. And I would love to see you do it every time to people like me. And I think Tash was the other one that probably did this method, and I applaud them too. Okay, this is for the patient rooms, and I'm going to frame LA Dental for their patient rooms, how they were conjoined. And any dentist that does this, that's right, any. Number 1, we want our own spaces. We want an actual wall that separates the rooms, not being kind of conjoined in like this. No. When the rooms are spread out, the more the person tends to calm down and gets acclimated a little bit quicker. You can separate by walls, like a thick wall between each room, that provides them their own little space without being so conjoined. And I see in some dental offices they have a wall and a door right in the patient room, and that could be another ideal thing to do. This is for the patient rooms also. Television, if you got televisions in your office, and they allow you to use it, use it. Use it, guys. It's for you as a patient. It distracts you, and it keeps you kind of not worrying and getting over anxiety versus, like if you watch something funny, it keeps your mind distracted. When I was at Affordable, I was putting on Garfield and Friends while my hygienist was cleaning into my mouth. The first visit with them was Family Feud, so I kind of tend to respond better to it. This is a good hot topic for the dentist, the hygienist, and the assistants. Make sure y'all introduce yourselves before talking about the individual's case. It makes us feel more valuable once you have that going. It makes us feel respected in many ways. I'm talking about, hi, my name is Dr. So-and-so. Or, hi, my name is blank. I'm your hygienist. Or, hi, my name is blank. I'm the assistant. That gives us a sense of, okay, these people are treating us like professionals. These people are good people. These people are making us more and more respected. And that's what you want in an office here. Which Tesh did that one, Affordable did that sort of policy. I applaud them for it. But LA Dental, not so very much. They kind of just they came in, started the problem, started looking into the mouth, and said, hey, you got a cavity. But I didn't. I did not when I went for Affordable, they checked my teeth, they did the 3 x-rays, the pano, the bite, and the interorals. They said nothing. And that's because I got during one place's x-rays. Go figure. But once I saw the one at Affordable, he was nice. The hygienists and assistants were nice. They were not judgmental per se over, and this can go, a lot of people can learn what it takes to be good, and they do it the right way. As they learn how to take classes on people with disabilities, it can help them further succeed as their dentists. This is for the patient at heart. If you need accommodations in any way, I suggest you try to contact your dental office. Like, sometimes a dentist might respond to text messaging. Mine does. And I say I have autism, I have white coat hypertension, and all that stuff kind of relates. You should understand you have rights to care under your ADA. Some might include noise canceling headphones because music calms the patient down. It makes them feel a lot more distracted from noises like drills and equipment. Others might have oversensory to light. It means try to limit on the lights, please. Are other things that you might be able to tell them, like say, hey, I'm in a wheelchair and I don't know how I'm going to get into a dental chair. Or for those who are using crutches and walkers, say I might need assistance. And you're allowed to bring a person if you need to in there to provide assistance to be able to do all those things. For those who get to where you have ADHD, you can bring fidget toys and things that make you comfortable. So don't feel afraid to ask for breaks though. If you need a break, you need to go to the restroom, they might say, hey, raise your hand. Say, I need a break, I need a restroom, I need to. And they're most likely going to understand, And I'm putting this last bullet point on there. If you experience fraud in any way, you can, under your laws. I don't know about the laws from all the states, but you can contact your insurance. Medicaid people should never have to see a bill of any kind. They should never. Fast forwarding any incomplete care. Fast forwarding bills in general should be illegal in Louisiana, and I think pretty much nationwide this should be illegal. So I hope my video helps you navigate care under your ADA guidance, and I'll see you later.